Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tabletop Simulator. This is Dr. Obsidia. We are playing Kingdom Death Monster, the mod. And last we left off, we had hunted the lion, and we are going out hunting another lion to put together the lion set gear. One of the things that a commenter pointed out was when I rolled against the gambler, I did make a slip up here. I awarded the luck to the blue slot instead of the white one, and the white one was Brick, so Brick actually gains 1 luck, and Phalor loses his luck. So it didn't really come into play, my commenter said, so that's okay. But I need to be careful about that. And if you do catch any of my slip-ups, let me know, and if I can retroactively fix them, I will. Or if I can go back and fix it or whatever, I will do that, whatever I can do. Controlling 4 characters is kind of tough, but it is fun. And just take it in stride here. So that means Brick is even luckier than before. He does now crit on a 7 and lands a damage on a 2 with that weapon there. If it's a 0, sorry. Here we go. I'm up against a lion. There we go. 5, but does still crit on a 7. So we can use Brick to farm the enemy. And he's using the spear, and maybe we might want to think about changing him over to Katars later. We'll see how that goes. We do have the 2 lion claws. We could switch it over. It's not too late to do that. We'll see how that goes, though. All right. Last we left off, we were departing, so we're going to go through and depart now. According to our timeline here, everybody gets 2 survival up to 4. This will max out here. We'll get 2 here. Phalor maxed out, and 2 here. And then they will get some more here. We get 1 for the gloves and 1 for the boots. That'll max us out. Let's see. Do we need... Who needs insanity? Probably Beastly. So let's give Beastly the stone nose. On arrival, Beastly will get a little bit of insanity there. Okay, looks good. So let's start our hunt then. Let's let Beastly. Beastly's a new person, so we're going to send him forward on the hunt to explore what's up ahead. Beastly will be the hunt revealer. All right. Prowling lion. Again, we've seen this one last time. Did it shuffle? Yeah. Anyway, the lion is stalking something else. Move 1 away. And it will start with ground fighting again. We've seen this before in the last episode. This is looks like the same general setup too. All right, let's see if we can find ground fighting here. There it is. So we don't need to redo the deck at all. The lion's gonna lay there for us, which is kind of nice. And then we just build the AI deck normally. All right, and then we're gonna pass the token here. Phalor is now up as the hunt revealer. And Phalor will do lion and heat. We are all huddled together. We cannot sleep very well. We all suffer 1 brain event damage. Yeah, it's like the same thing that happened last time, isn't it? I think it's exactly the same. Because I remember Brick suffering 1 brain event damage as well. There's only so many cards you can draw for those front ones, so that's not totally surprising, but it is kind of weird. Guess we're hunting the same lion, maybe. All right. Agathon will roll. 35, Agathon. Let's see what we got here. 35. Whoops. That should be the gambler or something again. All right, broken lantern oven. We already have this. The survivors come across the shattered ruins of a small settlement. Ashen corpses dot the ruins, disintegrating at the slightest touch. An extinguished lantern oven stands intact at the center. The event revealer rolls 1d10 and adds their understanding. If the result is 5+, gain lantern oven innovation. If we already have this, we harvest a broken lantern. Our understanding is 4 with Agathon. So we add our understanding. We already have lantern oven, I believe we have right here. So we're just going for the broken lantern basic resource from the remains. And 2 + 4 is 6, so we did, we did get over that. I flipped the book to roll the book. 35. Here we go. If we have Song of the Brave, we can nominate Survive and Investigate. We do not have that. So instead, we're just going to get a Broken Lantern resource from there. So we're going to pull one out of the deck here. Broken Lantern. And we're going to give that to Agathon. Okay. Brick is now up. To roll. 20. That is a 10. It actually acts as a 0. So 20. We're almost to the page here, right here. Dry lands. The survivors press forward, the air turns dry, and the ground cracks. The survivors suffer heat exhaustion. Each survivor loses 1 survival. If they're wearing fur, they lose D5 survival. Okay, so we do have fur. I think we have fur right here. So this Agathon's going to lose a D5 survival. So we're going to roll his die. Where is it here? He rolled a 4, so he lost all his survival. That's not good. And we don't have any fur here, I don't think. We'll lose 1 survival here. No fur here, so 1 more survival here. And Brick's going to lose 1 survival. I think he doesn't have any either. Okay, so the Sonorous Rest, before an event is revealed, we lost survival there. It was unexpected. I don't know that we could do the Sonorous Rest before, because we go here, we immediately start the showdown. So I don't think we can use the Sonorous Rest now. So unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Because it does say here, at the start of the hunt turn, before an event is revealed. And I guess, well, that makes sense. Before the hunt, at the start of the hunt turn, this is now the hunt turn, before we reveal anything, we can do it. So let's do the Sonorous Rest then. I guess we can do it. So that is under the Manhunter. I was thinking that we couldn't because it doesn't do that. But it makes sense to rest before we get to the Lion. Alright, so we can gain 2 survival and +1 for each green affinity. So he's going to gain 2 survival. And or we can gain 3 insanity instead if we want. So I think we will gain a survival here. And we'll gain 3 insanity here. And is it red or blue? I think it's blue. +1 for each blue. We don't have any blue there. Actually, we could go with insanity here. We make Brick more insane, I think. Let's see, 1, 2, it'd be 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. That's 2 and then 3 more insanity. All right. So there we go. Not bad to start off the hunt. And the Lion's starting off on the ground too. All right, we've got a couple stone columns, 3 and 4 spaces away from other terrain. And I don't care about these. These are destructible. If he grabs us and runs them over, they're just going to smash us. We'll just shove them in the corners. We're not too worried about that. The debris is good. And adjacent to the board's edge, we're just going to pop it down here. I think we're going to do the exact same setup that we saw last time with the Lion laying on the ground there. All right, so we're starting off here. Monster control over here. And since the Lion is just going to stay on the ground again, we've seen this last time, he's not going to draw an AI card. So what does that mean? Well, it means we just get to do whatever we want. So let's just let somebody go and grab this debris here. I think Brick's pretty lucky. Brick's going to grab the debris. Oh, it was a lantern. Did you see that? I think we pulled basic resource again. Yeah, basic resource. Random. And we got a hide. That's good. We could definitely use more hide. And that's gone. All right, now we're still not really in combat. The Lion's just sitting here watching us and waiting for us. So we are going to, let's see, let Brick maybe get behind him in the tall grass. And then probably Phalor is going to be in the tall grass too. Remember, Phalor gets the 3 speed with the Twilight Sword because we ignore slow now. Slow means you can only roll 1 die no matter how fast you are. But now we ignore slow, so he's learning this huge sword and he can spin it around and swing it. He's starting to look pretty awesome with it. And I don't think he specializes in it. Oh, Mastery is the top level there, so we'll wait for that. So when we get 6, then he gets a +1 luck with it, which I was trying to give him before, but he doesn't get yet. So we're going to let Phalor sit up there. And we're going to let Beastly with the bow hang over here. And Agathon right there. And they're all hiding there. So we're going to let Beastly shoot first. Beastly's got that claw-headed arrow, and we had bad luck with that last time. Claw-headed arrow hits on a 6, so that's not ideal, but we'll give it a shot. And it does hit. And as you see, the claw-headed arrow, if you hit, he gets a -1 evasion, so that's going to help us for the rest of this fight. There it is. All right. Okay, and to wound with the claw-headed arrow is a 2. And if he wounds, we get a basic attack against us. So I think we're going to wound him. Yeah, we wounded him. Okay, and we discard this. So the attacker suffers a brain damage. Beastly's brain damage because snarling, the monster swats at the attacker. It's going to run up and perform basic action. And we'll move it up this way. Now he gets a +2 to his evasion, so it is a 2 and a 4 to hit. 1 damage. Looks like 1 missed, but the other one hit his body. But he doesn't have any armor on, so that's kind of scary. But he is okay, everybody. He is okay. Alright. Brick with the crit. He's running up behind him. 4 to hit. Whoops. That is 2 hits. One's a runner. 5 to wound, 7 to crit. Let's do the temple first. That's a miss. So that's going to be a basic attack against Brick. Gonna spin around here. Brick has 1 evasion. So 1's a miss, but the head is a hit. That's going to go to his head. Alright, the next attack here is a runner if he runs. It is a crit. Because he crits on a 7 now because he's got that luck token. And he's got 2 luck. So Brick is just a lucky person. Strike at the Lion's Stout Heart. Wow, we might just kill him here. We gain 1 random Lion resource, so let's grab that first. Brick's pretty lucky already. I don't know if I would like to kill him yet, but we'll see. If we roll a d10 and the result is a 10, he dies. So if we roll a lantern right here, it's over. He didn't do that. Alright. Move the card. Whoop. Move the card, though. Okay, so we didn't kill him, which is maybe not a bad thing. Because Brick is our guy that's just going to keep critting, and he's supposed to be harvesting these resources, so... Brick probably could surge. Let's go ahead and surge and see if we use the... Yeah, we did not use our survival. So we're going to surge and just attack him from the front this time. So 5 to hit, 5 to wound. That's 2 hits. Glorious Mane first. That's a miss. And the Soft Belly is a miss. So no luck there. Alright, let's let Agathon take his swing. Agathon got a couple hits there. Agathon hits on a 3 from behind, 5 to wound. Alright, let's go for the heel. You clip the tensed muscle of the heel. Agathon missed. Okay, and then the next one is a runner. And that is a wound, 5 to wound, so that he's not going to do anything. The beast's back. Alright. We're going to let Phalor run up to the side here. Phalor probably shouldn't be this mini anymore. Let's see, we need somebody with a sword for Phalor. Do we have an epic looking sword anywhere? Just this guy right here. We have him as Agathon. Alright, that's okay. We're going to grab the the base of the mini is very important. All right, there we go. Did I just do that with Beastly? Oh, I just did that with Beastly. Sorry, Beastly. I didn't mean to do that to you. All right, where was that? That bow. Here's the male with the bow. All right. I'm getting confused here. All right, now we want to do this. Actually, I may have mixed these guys up a little bit when I put them down. This was actually supposed to be Beastly. Phalor is supposed to run up here. There we go. That's the way it's supposed to be. Everything's fine. It's fine. In my head, it all works out. All right. 3 to hit, 2 to wound. It's probably going to trigger a trap here. We have 3 hits. Perfect hits, I don't think necessarily do anything for him. Nothing spectacular. We have to watch out. We don't have 3+ understanding. We now have 2. Okay. I'll move that down there so I don't forget. All right, 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. The femur first. The blow lands on the monster's leg. So this is 2 to wound. There is a wound. We're going to go for the elbow next. Sorry about the message. Hey, we crit on the elbow. Monster howls in pain as the blow breaks its elbow with a sickening crunch. Non-death survivors gain 3 insanity and may stand if they are knocked down. Okay. Everybody gains 3 insanity. When we arrived, I guess I didn't necessarily do the stone nose, did I? Maybe I did. We gave him 3 insanity. He cost 1. Let me see. He cost 1. He gave 3 insanity. He just gained 2. I'm a little bit confused what I did here. He just gained 3. He lost 1 because of the attack, so he should have 1 more because of the stone nose. I guess I didn't do the arrival. So that's the arrival then. Otherwise, he should have 7, but he lost 1, I think. Because, yeah, that's right. Because he got 3 from the rest, he got 3 more from this, and then he had 1 more from the stone nose. So that's right, 4 and 6. Gotta watch for those arrivals. Okay. Sorry about the messages there. Some of you probably are watching on your computer or something and you hear that and you're thinking, oh, it's mine. Oh, sorry. It's me. Keep forgetting to close Facebook in the background when I'm uploading other stuff. All right, here we go. The beast tail, he's going to run with this one unless we crit on him. 3 is still a wound because that's a 2. So we do wound him. And now he's going to run over Brick. But Brick is probably going to get out of the way. So Brick's going to dash. And let's see if we use up a survival there. We do. So we'll let Brick just kind of run up here. Now Phalor, his turn is done. Could dash, I think, and strike again, but I think we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and do the next turn. Grasp. Closest knockdown? Nope. Closest survivor in range. That would be Brick. He's going to go over after Brick here. We're going to put him like this. 1 attack. So that's because of his evasion. 3 to hit. 1 damage and a grab. That is a hit. So we're going to go ahead and dodge that so we don't get grabbed. Do we get our survival back? We do not. So Brick's starting to run low on survival. That missed. That way it doesn't do the grab, and it's done. So let's see. Phalor. Hagathon can't get there. Beastly can shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's let Phalor get... Actually, no, let's not do that just yet. Let's let Brick go behind. Brick hits on a 4 now. He did 2 misses. I don't want to spend his last survival just in case. Now Phalor will run up and swing, and he hits on 3s. Hit. Wounds on 2s. Where's that trap? It's coming up. This is the bad one, the paw. Let's save the paw for last. We'll start with the hand first. That's a wound. The deltoid. That's another wound. This Twilight Sword is just insane, isn't it? By the way, I need to take these off. I keep forgetting. Did Beastly wound? I think he did not. I think Brick wounded. Sorry if I messed this up. And I think Phalor definitely wounded right there. Okay, we'll do the paw here. And I don't remember if the Bone Blade wounded. I think it did. I'm going to take it off. Like I said, got to do that when it happens. Try to remember. It's kind of a new system. I've been playing for a little while. So that's going to wound too. So, all right. Beastly will take his shot. He hits on a 6 right now. So let's just fire with accuracy. So he's shooting at a 2, or +2 with the accuracy with the bow. So he's only shooting at speed of 1. So it's a 4 to try to get this hit. And it did hit. That was a good call. The groin. He shoots it right in the groin. Let's see if it wounds, and it does not. I'm going to put these cards back too. And Beastly can probably surge and dash, I think, if he wanted to shoot again. I think he doesn't need to, but he does want to use the bow. Actually, he doesn't care. He doesn't have enough hunt XP, so he doesn't even get this anyway. I guess everybody's okay. So Agathon, Father Words, will run up here, and then we're going to go ahead and dash him up so that he can get in this fight. Maybe he didn't get a hit yet, so this might be his moment to shine. There is one hit. And he wounds on a 5. And there's a wound. So even if I pulled it off at the wrong time, he still got it. Alright. And Agathon, Father of Words, is done. Phalor could probably surge and finish him. I don't think we're worried about the lion really doing anything. We'd like Brick to get the killing blow just because of the crit chance there. I think everybody's good to let Brick try. So let's go ahead and go next turn. See what this lion does. Grasp. There is no knockdown survivor. Closest survivor in range is anybody. So let's turn him on Phalor, because Phalor has all his survival still. And 1 attack, 2+ to hit, but I think it's 3 now because of the evasion. That's gonna be a hit and run, but we're gonna go ahead and dodge it. Let's see if we spend the survival because of our rawhide set. We do. Okay, so now it's our turn again. So let's let Brick run behind. Come on, Brick, we could use another crit. 2 hits. Might get the trap here. Nope. Alright, which one gives us a resource? Neither one. Go for the knee first. Whoops, let's roll this die. That one don't count. And there's a crit. I think that's the last card. Yep. We'll just knock the wound or the move down here because it's almost over. One more hit and he's dead. That's another crit, and we knocked him down. So he's dead anyway. He has nothing left. Easy. All right. Everybody gains a hunt XP and a weapon proficiency if they have it. We're getting up there with sword now. Hunt XP, and the Twilight Sword is getting even better. One more accuracy there. That is 5. Beastly doesn't get the weapon proficiency. Brick is close to his specialization there. Alright, and then we get 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we got. Oh, more claws. Well, I guess it's a bunch of bones there. And we need some hide here. 1, 2, come on, some hide. 3, there we go. 4, alright. I'm not entirely happy with what we pulled, but I'm also not too upset with it either. Let's go take it over here, put it in the middle. And Brick got some extra stuff here, so he did get some hide and some fur, so that's good. Alright, we are now returning survivors, so that is the end of that phase. So survivors are returning. Let's shuffle our cards here. Heal and rest. Heal and rest. Heal and rest. Alright. Time for our... Oh, yep. Gain endeavors. So we'll gain our 4. And we have our epic tinkerer, don't we? Yep. Gain +1 for a tinker. And we get 1 more because of our... what was it? Yeah, collective toil. Every 10 population, we have around 15, I believe. Yeah, 15. Okay, so we got a lot of endeavors every turn. We're endeavoring to succeed here. Now we get to update the timeline. Yay, fun! Alright, Phoenix Feather is up next, but first we're going to draw our card. The Heat Wave. It is impossibly hot. Any returning survivors with heavy fur or gear have heat stroke and may not depart this lantern year. Uh-oh. Heavy gear. Heavy gear or fur. Alright, so we have to skip a hunt with Agathon. Because he has fur. Pack Agathon up. Let's see, heavy. I don't think there's any heavy gear in any of the other slots here. Or fur. Oh, no. Brick has a heavy spear. So he's not going anywhere. Yeah, it was just too hot for him. Alright, Brick. You guys are out. Okay. Prevents science and education endeavors. We don't even have any innovation endeavors here. So it doesn't really matter unless we pull it. If you depart with heavy gear in your gear grid, set your survival to 0 after applying all bonuses. Oof. So that may be a candidate for removing our spear. We need to put... I'm going to put this on somewhere so I remember that marker. Let's see. We could breathe fumes. We could find fluid. If we find fluid, we may depart with heavy gear normally, and your settlement finds enough fluid to deal with the heat. You may endeavor normally. We could also breathe the fumes. Pass out and skip next hunt. We get 1 understanding. We could also gain the random disorder and have intimacy, or gain the extra sense fighting art. Breathing fumes might be kind of fun. Hey, it's not us. It's the settlement. These guys are crazy. They're in a hard situation. All right, we can come back and do that at any time. All right, next is the Phoenix Feather. There we go. A fallen feather fills the settlement with dread. The skies bubble and murmur as a dark presence tears through the atmosphere like a negative lightning bolt, sucking the air and energy from all who gaze upon it. A light rain begins. The survivors turn their eyes up to see a huge iridescent feather slowly floating towards the ground. Their lantern light reflects strange rainbows off the twisting feather. A primal fear takes root in the settlement. You may now hunt the phoenix. Add it to the quarry list. Nominate a survivor to break the silence. We're going to add that. They gain +1 courage. So here's where we have an opportunity to get somebody up to 3 courage. So Shella could get the 3 courage in the settlement phase and become a matchmaker. See if she's the only one. Yeah, she's the only one. So let's spawn Shella here. Where is she? She's the spear person. So we'll put her on Brick's slot here. Yeah. So she's going to gain her courage, +1 courage here. And we're going to roll on the courage table here. We got the settlement phase triumph. So we're going to get the matchmaker. And then when you're a returning survivor once per year, you may spend an endeavor to do the intimacy event. So that's a free intimacy right there if she goes on the quest. So here's her... Oh, 2. You may re-roll 1 endeavor this time around. Okay, so I'm going to take her white token here and drop it on an endeavor, so we know that it can be re-rolled. All right, and she also gets the matchmaker ability. She also has analyze from the understanding. The analyze gives her the chance if she starts adjacent to the monster, she gets to reveal the top AI card, which is kind of bad for the spear specialization. She hates the sight of blood. That's the other thing. She needs to make sure that she knows that the blood is a bad thing. So we'll mark that later or something along those lines. Okay, whoops. Yeah, so we got that. We got her. Okay. Now she has to attempt to speak. So she's white, so we're going to roll the white die. She's the white... Uh-oh, 1. She's in the white slot. Oh no, the survivor attempts to speak, but before they words can leave their lips, they fall over dead from fright. The settlement panics and decides to banish the fallen feather in the darkness. Oh, she died. Oh, she was pretty epic too. Look at that. All right, well, you know how it is. That's how it goes sometimes. She's packed up and she joins Andros here as a dead person. She was one of our better characters. Andros and Hope. Sorry. Okay, so when somebody dies in our settlement, we do gain a +1 token because of the graves. Losing her was a little bit painful. Alright, that's the last Phoenix Feather, is the last event. And the next time we're going to have a whole bunch of other stuff coming in. Glowing Crater and all kinds of nasty things coming our way. The Bone Witch is coming back again. Alright. Whoops. Now we want to develop. Alright. We also cannot depart with heavy gear in our gear grid. That's something to remember. We only have 2 pieces of line gear, 3 pieces. So we need the skirt and the legs. And I think we can put that together right now because the skirt... the skirt is right here, and the boots. Yeah, we need 2 hide. And I was telling you we needed hide. So... we do have our 2 hide right here and here. So there we go. We're going to spend that. If we do spend that, we would like to also consider endeavoring or innovating too. But we also need bandages badly because we're going up against the Slenderman. So should we put a cat set together? That's a tough call. Or should we hold off on it? Well, let's look at it from a different point of view. If we put the cat set together, we could go after the antelope, actually. Because the cat is done, except for the whisker harp, which I kind of wish we had pulled the whisker harp. You know, the golden whiskers. Because that would give us the whisker harp. But we're probably going to go after the antelope because we want to start getting the antelope pieces. Or I could go after the phoenix. But I think we're going after the antelope next. He's not that hard. We've got the gear for it. All right, let's just get the cat pieces. So we need the skirt and the boots here. The last two pieces of the lion set. Okay, now we've got all of them. So we need to grab the lion armor set. White lion armor set. Alright, so what that does is it adds +1 to all hit locations, and our weapons are our claws. We gain +1 speed and +2 strength when we're attacking with daggers or katars. And that was one of the reasons I said we need katars, but we don't have them yet. So right now, this slot's only using the bone blade, unfortunately. So we would like to rearrange stuff a little bit here. Let's see if we can't make some kind of set bonus. I don't think we can't do it. Got a bunch of red, but we can't connect the pieces just yet. Well, the good news is we've got, well, this bone dagger actually would work there. If we put the bone dagger in, we could actually get some benefit here instead of the bone blade. Like that. It's something to think about. I'm not sure that we're going to do it just yet. We'll see here. Okay. The next thing to do is consider endeavoring, if we would like, or endeavoring, I mean innovating. We would like to consider innovation. We have the symposium. Might be something we want to do. So we're going to go ahead and spend the resources for that right here, these three. And we do need to dump an endeavor token. And we will shuffle the innovation deck. Now, because of Symposium, where is Symposium? We draw 2 extra cards, so we're now drawing 4, and we pick 1. Trying to endeavor every time is not a bad thing, actually. Let's do these one at a time. Memento Mori, I haven't seen this one. Let's see, maybe used once per settlement phase. Nominated survivor that died in the last showdown and roll a 1d10. Nothing happens, gain the insanity, painful memories, gain the courage and understanding of the dead survivor, profound memories, gain the hunt experience. That's kind of interesting. People usually don't die though, but we do, when they die, we get 2 endeavors. So we could endeavor to gain something back from them if they do die. What is this? Bloodline. Newborn survivors inherit the following from their parents: Oracle's Eye, Iridescent Hide, or Pristine Ability. Choose one. A surname. Half of one parent's weapon proficiency rounded up. Add bloodline. That's pretty epic. Sculpture. Oh, that's a good one too. And shrine. Wow. The sculpture is you can create something of a inspirational kind of thing, and then you can use it as a fighting art kind of library for one fighting art, and you can never change it, and then you spend endeavor and you try to get that fighting art out of it. So that's pretty strong. If we have a good fighting art right now, we could give it to everybody. And shrine is really good too, because if you roll on it, every departing survivor gets at least an insanity, but generally all departing survivors add final adjustment. Departing survivors add 1 to all hit locations. Now, I'm not sure if that's just the person who did it or all departing survivors. It does say departing survivors. Or is it just the person who endeavors at that location? Whew, I'd have to look that up. That's tough. That gives everybody armor. We choose one. Inherit the following from their parents. Okay. We need to do a few bookkeeping things here. First, take a look. This is nice, but I don't think we're going to use it just because we got too many powerful other things. Let's take a look at the sculpture first. And to do that, we're going to look at our fighting arts here. Can't use secret ones. Blotted out is useless. The Bone Whisper is a secret, so that's not going to work. Crazed and Tough, she's dead, so I guess we can't do that now. Unconscious Fighter is the one where you get more bleed, so you can survive longer, and that's kind of nice against the Slenderman, more bleed, because bleeding is something that's going to kill us, but is it worth it later? I'm not sure. It's the Butcher, it's good, and the other ones don't have fighting arts yet, so it's adding a couple bleed before we die is the only one there. Okay. Bloodline is the next one. And they get a surname now, and half of one parent's weapon proficiency levels rounded up, which is pretty nice, because then we get somebody up to a master or something, and then, or, you know, get somebody up a little bit, and then they have kids or whatever, they can do that. Master gives them all specialization in that weapon, so, but that's pretty powerful. So let's see what the Oracle's Eye, Iridescent Hide, or Pristine ability do. We choose one each time, too. Oracle's Eye. On arrival, you may look through the AI deck, then shuffle it. So we can check the AI deck and see if we want to shuffle it. The next one was the Pristine. When you suffer a dismembered injury, ignore it and gain a bleed token instead. Wow. That's nice, I guess. I mean, if you're going to be dismembered, it's nice. And then, what was the other? The Iridescent Hide. When you depart, gain 1 hit location for every... 1 to every hit location for each color affinity you have. Wow. Is it really that powerful? Does everybody choose one? That is like really strong. It's basically the same thing that the Shrine does if we give them Iridescent Hide. The Shrine does the same thing, except it may do it for all survivors, whereas the Bloodline does it for those. This is one of the expansion ones. And then Shrine, of course, is good, but I think the other thing is Shrine you can do, you know, every time. And it gives... Well, I'm going to check that. Let's see. Okay, so as far as I can tell, it just, from what people are kind of mentioning a little bit online, is it just says departing survivors all add, you know, all of them to their hit location. So at least early on in the game, adding 1 to every hit location is a pretty nice deal. Bloodline does the exact same thing with Iridescent Hide for the kids. And it gives us the surname and 1/2 of the parent. This is doing the same thing, but also gives a little bit more versatility, whereas this one's a roll. I mean, both are really good. All 3 of these are good. All of them are good. But with the sculpture, we can't use it right now. It would be something we use later. I'm going to take Bloodline. I think it'll give us stronger kids. One of the things we do is protect our young. We have kids more often. And we're trying to get a matchmaker, which just died. We're not going to be able to have kids every time, of course, but when we do, they're going to be more powerful. And these may come back up later and make them even stronger as well. So let's put them back. Now they get surnames. So newborns inherit the following from their parents. 1 surname. So we need to get the bloodline... consequences. It's only 1. I think this is not. Yeah, it's the blood. Different one. So there's only 1 consequence. We'll mix it in. All right, that was unique. I'd never seen Bloodline before because that's a new expansion point. All right, now we got to continue our plan here. We have all bones. All bones. So I think we can probably just spend it on augury for the time being. We could save some bones. Our endeavors, we could save our bones for the weapon crafter. We've just got so many. I mean, we could make another claw-headed arrow. We could make a bone club. That might be kind of okay. I don't think a bone club, is it fragile? No, but it is cumbersome. But that's not too bad. We have so many bones that it might be worth it. We could just save the bones too. Because we will need 3 of them for the bonesmith. We need 2 of them for the katars eventually. We're going to use the spiral horn and things. We still have a lot of bones, and we're still probably going to get more too. Well, let's see what the bone club does. Just basically, it's cumbersome. We can ignore it if we use pounce, though, which is kind of interesting, because that gives you a little bit of move to it. It does hit on a 6, which is respectable, I guess. It's similar to the bone blade, but it wounds much easier than the other ones. Let's just save our bones, I think. We got a lot of bones. All right, so now we have all these endeavors to use, and again, we have nothing to spend it on except having kids. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be having some kids. So let's start with the augury roll. Let's see who's going to be getting their understanding even higher and higher if we blow it. I think Shella's gone. Agathon, the father of words, is going to be talking. So one by one, we're going to roll this. And we can re-roll 1. There's a 4, so that's a 5. That is a survival to Agathon. Can actually use it, I guess. I guess we lost. I have to spend 1 to do the innovation. I don't think I did, because I just spent 1, and then the other one I just put there. So I guess I didn't. So I need to spend 1 more for the innovation. Okay. All right, I got it. 8 plus 1 is the intimacy, so we got an intimacy event now. We need to pick our people. Let's do... Well, Beastly's going to have a kid. And let's do the other unnamed female here. We got 2, but I guess he had the same girl last time. Let's do this one right here. This one. The other unnamed female. Beastly's having a nice time. The unnamed female is on the right here, just so in case you're wondering what they're trying to do. An 8. An 8 means they both gain a population and each gained up to 10 survival. So she's going to get up to 10 survival, which is 4. And Beastly's going to be at 4. And they're going to have a kid. And the kid's going to be a little girl with an understanding and a surname. So... we'll give her, I guess we'll give our survivor the surname, but we're not going to give her a first name yet. Beastly, what would you, Lee. And the reason is because we thought Beastly was Beastly, but it's actually Beast Lee. Get it? Lee? There you go. I'm not going to give her a survival because she's not really named. It's just her surname. Okay, one thing we got to do then is also 1/2 of one parent's weapon proficiency levels rounded up. Now, it was probably a mistake to do that because they don't have anything. But it was fun. We're going to give her iridescent. I think that was kind of cool. We're going to have to spawn these each time, and it's a little bit of a hassle, but... this is just an ability. For every color affinity you have. Okay. For each color affinity you have. So if you have like a red affinity, a blue affinity, and the green affinity, then you gain one location for each one armor to each hit location for each color affinity you have. So even if you have 3 red affinity, it doesn't give you 3, it only gives you 1, as far as I understand it. Let me know in the comments section if I messed that up, but the most you could ever have is 3. But that's still pretty nice early on. Pack her up. Okay. I think she's done. Alright, so Beast Lee and the unnamed person had their baby, but now we need to think about somebody who actually has some proficiencies here. Agathon, Father of Words, has 5, which is probably one of the better ones to pass on the sword proficiency. So let's let Agathon, Father of Words, get together with the unnamed female here. In the next one. Let's see if we can get there. Alright, so we're going to spend another Endeavor token and roll this. +1. So that's a... well, that's a 7. Actually, you know what? Let's re-roll that. Because we get a free re-roll, and we're just spending them here for now to have more kids. Okay, so Agathon gets +1. Survival. Alright, we're going to spend 1 more. This might be the last roll, actually. Yeah, another intimacy. So Agathon and the unnamed lady. So Agathon is right here having a baby. Congratulations, Father of Words, on your death, right? No, you have a kid. Congratulations. Population, new survivor. It's going to be... Agathon's last name is going to be... Words, because it's Father of Words, and then he's the father of all the words. Get it? Get it? Oh, come on. You thought it was the father of some speaking thing. It's the Father of Words. The words are all the kids. Come on, everybody. What are you doing? What are you thinking? That was a horrible, horrible joke. He's going to be maxed out in survival. 1 understanding. Spawn this kid. We're going to give it a gender too. Let's drop it in here. Little boy, Agathon, congratulations. Sword, I think, maybe? Because what you had was sword at a 5, I believe. So your kid has sword at a 3, which is specialization. The kid does get specialization right out of the bat with sword. Whoops. That's pretty nice. And then maybe we can make the kid the Oracle. Let me look through the AI deck and then shuffle it if we want to. That's pretty powerful. You know, on arrival, and that works for many if we decide to go with it. But at the same time, you know, having that armor is really nice too. The armor set bonus there, especially since I think most of them have at least 1 or 2. You know, the rawhide has 2 different colors, so that would be a 2 bonus. So let's go ahead and do the iridescent again. Where's the other kid? Lee right here. Let's go ahead and give the words here the iridescent ability again. Pack them up. Alright, well that's pretty good. We still have 1 endeavor left, and I think Agathon is going to endeavor to teach Beastly here. I think. Or maybe one of the kids? One of the kids might actually be a better bet. Let's take a look here at what some of the other ones have. Got to be 3 higher as far as I remember. Or is it 2 plus. Let's see. Nominee survivor that has 2 or more hunt XP than yourself. So 2 or more than yourself. I was going to give it to Beast Lee so that Beast Lee can get the age milestone. But I think I might give it to one of the kids. Both these kids are pretty good, but I'm going to give it to this kid, I think. This is sword. I have to write on sword. We're going to give one to the kid. There we go. That's the last one. Okay, now we need to prepare our departing survivors, and we're going to clean up the showdown, and we're going to clean up the hunt as well. We're going to be hunting the screaming antelope this time. Changing it up a little bit. Alright, so coming against the screaming antelope, we do... Oh yes, we do have to worry about the heavy gear, don't we? I totally had forgotten about that. Heavy gear, we set our survival to 0 and apply all bonus. That's okay as long as we have the lantern. So somebody needs to have the heavy gear. The fur, I guess, is okay. So it's just the heavy gear. And the heavy gear we have is this spear. Oh, we had a broken lantern here that needs to be moved over. I have a lot of broken lanterns. All right. We're going to pack up Beastly. And we're going to drop words, I think, into this slot. Now, words, like I said, gets the +1 armor location to every location. So it's almost like words is running with extra armor here. But we're going to hold off just a second before we do that. And we've got our dagger expert here, and our dagger expert was Ying, I think. Yeah, Ying. Go ahead and spawn Ying so that Ying can work with the dagger some more. So gets +1 speed and +2 strength with that dagger, and that's pretty nice. It's better with the Katars, actually. Phalor's going to keep coming to use the weapon here. Words is going to come along and bring all of the bow and the blade. Going to be favoring using the blade, but yeah. And then our last slot here is probably going to be Brick again, because we need Brick. But I think Brick, yeah, Brick has to skip the hunt, doesn't he? I think, as I recall, he has to skip the next hunt. Yeah, he's too tired. Alright, and Agathon is too tired, so we need somebody who can carry the spear. Or we could just give him something else instead. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's pack up words and put words here in this slot, and then words is going to be using the sword instead of the spear. So he doesn't have any heavy gear now. And in this slot, we're going to bring Beastly. Beastly's going out with his the kid of our friend here. Or we could bring the other one, actually. Beastly could get the hunt XP here. Sorry, Beastly. If you want to have more kids, you're probably in this settlement. You're going to have to get your bow skill up. Yeah, let's take Beastly along. Well, you know, just without any armor, it's kind of scary. But we're taking him. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Okay. So we're dropping the King Spear off for now. Okay, make sure everything is okay here. We have 1 understanding, so we are departing with 1 understanding, which allows us to still use this dormant Twilight Cloak there in our tanky person. I think that's good. So when we depart, we need to do this iridescent hide thing. So I'm going to wait and hold off on that. But one of the reasons to put them in this slot is they get 2. So this is a very tanky person now. And got the sword. The teeth, though, are a little bit of a risk. We got a lot of bone weapons here. So the teeth on this thing could actually shatter our bone weapon, which is kind of annoying. But it's going to happen. And if we do, I think we're going to have to bring a founding stone. So let's toss the frenzy drink and bring a founding stone. Make sure everybody who's got fragile weapons has other options. Yeah. Would have been nice to get the cat eye circlet too. I don't think we're done with the lion, but we are for now. We'll be doing that next time. That was our pairing starting survivors there. Okay. Yeah, we could have thought about breathing the fumes. That might have been interesting to try to get the extra sense fighting art. I kind of forgot about this event, and I just the random disorder is a little bit scary, and the understanding would have been kind of nice. But oh well, you know, it is what it is. Should have probably put those. If you're going to do something like that, you could probably take the card and drop it down here or something so that you don't forget it. All right, thanks for joining. In the next hunt, we're going after the antelope. We've got everybody set up, and we're going to be departing with pretty good guys, pretty good gear. We've got our next set is ready to try out. We've got daggers and everything, so we're good to go. Thanks for joining, you guys. Have a great day. If I made any mistakes or anything, let me know, and I'll fix it. Otherwise, you guys take care. See you in the next episode.